speaking of waste and impact, I'm going to hand it over to Erin, who's going to be chatting through our Wearable Arts program in Term 2. So thank you, Erin.
Kia ora, thanks, Sterling. Yeah, so Wearable Arts is the second program underneath the sort of umbrella of the Eye on Nature educational prospectus. It's one of my personal favorite programs to run just because it has so much creativity and fun involved. This program is open to primary, middle and secondary schools. So we cater right across those 2 to 3 year sort of educational stages. And basically it takes the same theme as we had in school days, which, as Sterling mentioned, is waste. And students are challenged to take that theme and respond to it in a creative way, make their own interpretation of it, research, design, and then construct a piece of wearable art. They don't only just need to respond to that brief, but they are also challenged to think about the kinds of materials that they're using to make these garments. That kind of looks like thinking about where their garment is going to end up after they're finished with it. What's the end of life? What are the environmental impacts of the things that we use to make clothing, to make art, and starting those conversations about the impact of everything and how they can be part of hopefully a more sustainable approach to that in the future. We encourage them to think about how to use natural materials, how to go back to basics, how to design in a way which is sensitive to our natural environment. And at the very end of the program, we have a big fashion show, which is a lot of fun. We hold it at what's now called the Dewdrop Event Centre, but you probably are more familiar with it as the Vodafone Event Centre. So in the Big BNZ Theatre, inside that venue, we have seating for hundreds and a big catwalk where the students can model their designs. And that is also the night that we have the prize giving for the best of the best. And there are cash prizes up for grabs, and we make it a really, really fun and exciting night for the students. We have lighting and music and performances, and we try and celebrate their effort as much as we possibly can, because every year the standard just gets higher and higher, and kids really surprise you what they come up with. For example, this year's program, the theme was around Kai and sustainability with food. We had students interpret that everywhere, as far from overall packaging waste to celebrating our native bees, to Kai Moana, to focusing in on one specific food and the impact of that. It's really up to their imagination and how far they want to research that and see themselves as part of the solution. So one of the really awesome things that we also offer along this process is Sterling has delivered some amazing workshops with some of the classes involved with Wearable Arts, where it's getting them to think about those kinds of things, how to use natural materials, how to incorporate sustainability into your design. And those happen in term 2. The show is in term 2, but we strongly recommend, if you want to get involved in this program, to look at making it a 2-term project. So starting in term 1 for the research, concept design, and construction part, and then continuing that construction into term 2 to be ready for the show at the end of June. So the main benefits of this program is it teaches students how to meet a brief and how to make deadlines. It also gets them to work collaboratively in a team with other people that they may not know or be friends with, and also how to problem solve. Making these garments are not easy, as students quickly find out, and there's a lot of adapting and redesigning and figuring out how they're going to make it work, which is a really, I think, unique opportunity for them to do with each other. And also, when we finally get to the fashion show at the end, we put on this big production for them, and it's a really unique opportunity for them to take that step with confidence. Getting up in front of people requires a lot of courage, and we have some very nervous kids, but kids who come off at that stage at the other end who are just like, wow, that was so cool. I feel so glad to have done that. So there's a lot of different levels of value in it that I see. And yeah, like I said, it's one of my personal favorite programs. A lot of growth and development you see in kids with this program. And yeah, if you want to get involved with Wearable Arts, we have a expression of interest form on our website, and there are some more details about the program there. But if you're looking for more specific details, we once we receive your expression of interest, we do follow up with things like info packs and the judging criteria, that kind of thing. So that's a brief overview of the program. I believe we have another short video just to kind of show you a bit of a snippet from last year's show, and just kind of a bit of the atmosphere that was going on.
Welcome tonight to the Beautification Trust Eye on Nature Wearable Arts.
The Beautification Trust is a charitable trust that is very much on a mission to connect and empower our community. We want to protect the environment and install that we can through our programs that we operate.
You're going to see garments created by Auckland primary, intermediate and secondary school students at this Eye on Nature Wearable Arts fashion show.
We ask students to think of a sustainable issue, and they're allowed to express that creatively in the wearable art garments. The entries have been just incredible, such a high calibre. It's just so cool to see it in person and look at what they've actually created. The levels up here, it's amazing.
This will be our 4th year of doing Wearable Arts, and it's grown each year. We have huge interest at Somerville Intermediate, and we work over 2 terms to get the garments created.
So we put out it to students who wanted to be part of Wearable Art this year, and basically we've met with the students every Tuesday for about half an hour, and we've just sort of supported them in their design process, and they've been able to bounce ideas off each other in like a group setting, almost like a little mini workshop class.
What they've learned is how to meet a brief and how to read through the rules and the judging criteria carefully. They've learned how to work together in a team and to time manage, and they've learned how to do things like think in a construction way and how to connect materials and how to source materials, find materials, yeah.
So it's 100% made of recycled things, all found on beach cleanups.
These are from National Geographic to show what is in the ocean and why we should protect it.
It's been really good for them to actually look at recycled products and to see how we can repurpose them.
My dress represents nature. These are supposed to represent the waterfall, and the air curtain is supposed to represent the rocks. My garment is the long white cloud. It represents the water cycle. So it goes from a cloud here into the river, which then goes down into another cloud here.
There's about $3,500 worth of prizes up for grabs tonight, so well done again to everyone.
They're so excited excited. You just have to walk around tonight to sense the excitement. I think they're really proud to be part of a show that's put on in the community. It's a real event, it's collaborative where more than one school is taking part, so it's a really exciting thing to be part of.
In first place for the primary section tonight, from Papatoetoe Intermediate, it's Ollie Gifu! With
It was absolutely awesome. We're so excited.
I would definitely say give it a go.
Give it a go. It's amazing what the kids will show you.
I've seen a lot of growth in children that have been taking part in this, so it's extremely valuable.
I'm so proud of them. So proud of them.
Cool. So that's a bit of a taste test of the final show and what the kids can expect on that night. So that's probably enough from me. I'll pass it back to the team to go over our next one, which is creative arts.